Barbara Robinson, and I'm here for another Lehi roller mill cooking moment. And what I'm going to show you today is how to use our cracked wheat bread mix. We have another bread mix that is a country white bread mix, but the principles are the same. So we start out again with flouring the surface. So we want the whole surface to be floured. And if you've got big knuckles, you can hit it with your knuckles or your fists, whatever. You just need to stretch it out a little bit. So you start in the middle, roll out. Start in the middle, roll out. Start in the middle, roll out. And you just keep that process going all the way around. So it will retract on you. You want probably 12 to 14 inch circle. Don't worry if it's not a perfect circle. Just imagine you're making a great big pizza. You can kind of correct points that get a little further. Now we're going to just let this rest for a minute while I grab my cooking sheet. And I personally like to spray it with Pam. You're going to have to spray it anyway so your rolls won't stick. But I like to take a piece of paper towel and wipe it so that it's just lightly greased. If you want at this point, you can spread butter across the top. I'm not going to do that. I don't always do that. I feel like if you're going to ladle it down with butter afterwards, maybe you don't need the butter before, but some people like that. So it's all personal taste. So you just cut, and you can usually use a great big knife. You first divide it into fourths, and then you divide it into eighths, and then into 16ths. All right, now for the rolling up part. The same thing with the bread. You start with your thumbs, get it up. I like to take this first roll and stretch it out a little bit, and then you just roll and stretch it a little, roll, and then you've got a nice pinwheel. And I like to tuck that last little end onto the bottom so that it doesn't escape. Same thing here, stretch it, roll it. And see if your dough is just right, moistness. It's a little sticky, but it's not going to stick all over your rolling or all over your bread board. I like to turn mine sideways. It seems like it gives them a little more room to rise. So I'm just going to cover it with plastic wrap, but any kind of plastic you have. Sometimes I take a garbage bag and cut it up, and that way you have a bigger surface that you can cover. And don't tuck it in too tight, because remember they're going to rise. So they have to have room to rise, and we'll just set it over here. Okay, now our rolls have sat for about 20 to 30 minutes. They've risen to the point where they're slightly touching each other, but the main thing is they just need to double in size. And if you need to go somewhere and you can't get right to baking them, stick them in the fridge before they rise, and they will gradually rise in the fridge. Set them out for a half hour, 45 minutes, and let them heat up, and then you can put them in the oven and bake them. The oven's set at 350, preheated. Put them in the oven, and we're going to bake them for 20 minutes. All right, our 20 minutes have been up. I've checked, and it has taken 20 minutes. So we are taking them out now. You can check them just like you did your bread. Lift them up. You see how they're a little brown on the bottom, nice golden brown on the top, and those are done. Here we go with warm, delicious rolls. I would like to encourage you to enjoy them warm. My name is Barbara Robinson, and I am here with another Lehi Roller Mills